possibly by the end of the week, but probably the week after. Depends. See what you guys want when we get close to this. Okay, this time it says find angle N. So I'm going to just draw a little mark there just to indicate to myself that I want to find that angle. Can I use SOHCAHTOA? Because if you can use SOHCAHTOA, you should always use SOHCAHTOA. Do we have a 90-degree angle? No. We have 92. If we round that down, our answer might be close, but it'll be wrong. Next, you can use the sine law if you know an angle and its opposite side. Is that the case? I take out my highlighter. Do I know an angle? Yes. Do I know its opposite side? Yes. So this is the key to being able to tell, can I use the sine law or not? Next, we do our setup. I want to find angle N, so this time I'll put that on the top of my ratio. And angle N would go with, uh-oh, I have a problem. I don't know that either. So I start off trying to use my sine law with what I want to find, but the problem is I need the other side. So in this question, we actually have to do something first. I can find angle P. Because angle P, I have the opposite side. I cannot find angle N first. So I'm going to have to do that. I'm going to have to find angle P first. Because with angle P, I can write sine of P over 10 has to equal sine of 92 over 11.8. And I can get okay, this is exciting. I'm sorry. Very exciting math happening here. Now, we could do the same. We want to find sine of P. So I'm going to go to my calculator. I'm going to type that in just to see what it looks like as a decimal. 10 sine of 92 10 sine of 92 divided by 11.8. I'm just going to write a few decimal places down, 0.8469. Dot, dot, dot. Now, according to our cast rule, can you see that that is a positive answer? That 0.84 is positive. And because it's positive, it could be in quadrant 1 or quadrant 2. There's two possibilities for this. We could find our reference angle and find both possibilities. There's going to be a problem with one of the possibilities. Can you see that if you got, give me any answer in quadrant 2. What's an angle in quadrant 2? It's not going to work. Why?
Because it's more than...
It's going to be more than 90, right? The smallest possible one as a whole number, you could have 91. Why is 91 a problem for angle P? It's more than 180. Well, we'll just make that angle -3 then. Is that allowed? No. You can't have negative angles, right? So in this situation, the quadrant 2 one isn't going to work. It's just going to be the quadrant 1. But if I did sine inverse, if I found my reference angle for P by doing sine inverse of 0.8469, right? Remember, when you find a reference angle, you always do the inverse of the positive. I could do that second sine inverse of that answer, 57.88. My reference angle is 57.88, which is 58 degrees to the nearest, does it say to the nearest degree? Yes, it does. So the possibilities are P could have been 58 degrees, and in quadrant 2, if I have a reference angle of 58 degrees, 180 minus 58 is going to be 122 degrees, but that one doesn't work with our triangle. There's two answers that work with the sine law, but one of them doesn't work with the triangle. Sometimes both answers are going to work with your triangle. We saw that. When you can get two triangles, that's when both answers work. But in this situation, only one of them works. So now we can go up here and say, to the nearest degree, I just figured out that angle P was 58 degrees. Any ideas how you'd find angle N? Subtract them from 180. Okay? So in this case, angle N will equal 180 degrees minus the 92 degrees minus the 58 degrees. And we get angle N is 30 degrees. Nice. Okay, circle question number